Hey, welcome to the vlog. Today we're doing a bike check of my 2017 Jamis Beatnik. When I first decided to buy a bike, I quickly made up my mind and decided on getting a single speed bike. One of the reasons is they're really easy to maintain, look really nice in general, and they're pretty cheap. I think I got this for about 11,000 pesos, Philippine pesos. I'm here in Cebu, Philippines. I knew that I wanted a single speed bike that I could easily convert to a fixed gear, and back when I bought this, there were not many choices of fixed gear or single speed bikes available. Bought this in 2017. It has almost 5,000 kilometers of riding on it. It's pretty heavy. Not sure. I'll weigh it somewhere and I'll put it somewhere on the screen how much it weighs. So the frame, it's a Jamis Beatnik frame. I painted it white and black. It was originally blue. I didn't like the color too much. Eventually, when I got another bike, I decided to give this a paint job. I did it myself. It did not come out really well. It's high tensile steel. It's basically like one of the heavier steel materials that you can find. I find like it's very stiff, but that might be a good thing, especially if you are climbing up a hill and pushing the bars left and right. But it really is super heavy as well, so bear that in mind. You know, then again, for 11,000 pesos, it's not bad. At that price point, there are going to be plenty of, shall we say, sacrifices in terms of the components. So let's talk about the touch points. So these are the original bar, original grips, but these move a lot. They're easily, you can easily move them around the handlebar. They slide, so they probably need to be replaced. I've already replaced the saddle. The original saddle was really hard, but I still stuck with it for about 2 years and replaced it with another crappy saddle that isn't as hard, but it's still not great. If you'll notice, I have a little, it's been raining lately, and I have this thing to help with the rain. And then the original pedals that it came with broke almost right away. I replaced the original pedals with enemy pedals with abnormal straps. These are this is a brand from the Philippines, and I really like them. Install and forget. I haven't thought about these components in a long time, so those I really like. I'd get the enemy pedals and abnormal straps again for my next fixed gear build, if ever. The drivetrain is it's the stock crank. I feel like the stock crank is probably not the best. It could probably be one of the things that you would want to upgrade, but I have not spent that much money for this bike at all. But so far so good. It is 46/16. It's 46 in the front, 16 in the back, which makes it pretty good around the city where I live, because the city is pretty flat. But once you head up to the hills, it does become a problem. The wheels are aluminum wheels. They feel pretty bomb-proof. In fact, on the back wheel, I am missing a spoke. I need to add a spoke to the back wheel, but they do feel bomb-proof. I currently have Ultra Sport Continentals on it, 700C by 28. I have not punctured a lot, so it's pretty okay. I have a front brake on this. When I first got this bike, it had 2 brakes, and I did set it up single speed, so I had a brake in the back and a brake in the front. Eventually, when I set it up to a fixed gear, I took out the brake in the back, but it was just as well because my front brake eventually broke, and then I just replaced it. If you're running a fixed gear, I would highly suggest using a front brake. For the most part, I backpedal to stop, but I have used the front brake plenty of times for sudden stops that sometimes happens when you're on the road commuting. When I first bought this bike, eventually I realized that it seemed like it was a size too small, so I upgraded the stem. I found this stem here in Cebu. We have a street called Leon Kilat where you can find a lot of second-hand bike parts. Some say second-hand, some say stolen. I'm gonna go with second-hand, and I bought a second-hand stem, painted it black, put it up here, and then made it much longer. I don't know how long the stem is. I think it's 100 mm, and then I used to run it slightly lower, but we've been using this as a family indoor trainer, so a lot of people have been using it, so I just put it on the I put it to the topmost right now. So you can see it's still mostly stock. The only things I've really changed are the 2 touch points and this stem. That's it, still stock, and that's my Jamis Beatnik. Okay, I'm gonna go, it's getting hot. Shooting videos in the Philippines is really hot. I can't help but sweat in every video. Anyway, if you like this episode, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. We have new videos almost every other day lately. Alright, see ya!